Welcome to Driven by Me and Thesis. Tonight I will talk about the next step after you have got your mood board together. So last episode we talked about the mood board, gathering pictures for the visual design of your game, or anything like props or characters in your game, level in your game. So what next is doing concept doing concept art. And one technique that is very useful, very easy, is it's the silhouette technique. Okay. So the silhouette technique, it's when you do design, it's used in fashion. It's doing the silhouette of something. It's some kind of how to make it memorable and stand out. How to make a design stand out. It's by the silhouette. The silhouette is a bit like the overall of something. It's very important when you are not used to design. You don't know that, and it's one of the most important thing, because we start as beginners in design, we think that the details are what will end up making something looking good, but that's not really the case. It needs a good basis, and the silhouette is like the basis, is like the foundation of your house. It's like if the foundation is not feng shui, if the foundation is not good looking, the detail will never correct the good looking. So how to start? It's let's start with yet again I will go back to our friend Feng Zhu. Just for this picture alone, you can recognize, if not all of them. I know that this is in the Matrix, the first one on the top left. This is Remy, the mouse. This is in Mulan. This is Jiminy Cricket. This is Mickey Mouse. This is the Little Mermaid. This is Shrek, Star Trek, Star Wars, Gollum, Zorro, Terminator. Is Sylvester Stallone, The Beauty and the Beast, Star Trek again, E.T., Jurassic Park, Lion King, Pumbaa and Timon, Lara Croft, Alien, Big Giant, Freddy Krueger, Batman, Catwoman, Darth Vader, the Pixie in Peter Pan, Han Solo, I guess, Nemo, Toy Story, R2-D2, Wall-E, Johnny 5, Monster Inc. So I can recognize most of them, but that's what like designer would say. They would say one of the main reason why it's a good idea to make silhouette first is that it gives the personality. It makes it memorable. But I would say that it might not be completely true. They are posed in a way that make them recognizable. So if you didn't have Rocky, when you go into realism and mundane day to day, it cannot apply. Let's say Rocky is one of the most realist one. Day to day, it's not like in sci-fi or anything else like a superhero. It's a normal guy. If you didn't have this position, you might not have recognized his silhouette. But when you go into like very stylized, like Shrek, the giant, you start to notice that Mickey Mouse is one of the most stylized in all of them. You can see that even Beauty and the Beast, he had to remove the color and the skin of Beauty to make us remember. So it's not it does not apply every time. So I have other example. Like I would ask you, would you recognize this one? Maybe it's possible. It's a famous character, and if I remove the silhouette, it's Breaking Bad. And then you have this one, which is a stylized. You might, if you have seen the comic, you probably recognize it. If you don't know the comic but you have seen sometimes the picture, you might not recognize it. It's Henry Hill. So you can see that the more you go towards realism, even if the character is he has a visual that is very recognizable, very memorable. His silhouette doesn't say much. It could be like Bruno Mars. If you look at Bruno Mars, yeah, some kind of sometimes like a cap, a fedora, some kind of not a fedora hat, but almost. And it can be like, you can say it's Bruno Mars or another some kind of a celebrity. But when you see the hat in more detail with the eyeglass, the beard, it tells another story. So if you I wanted to underline this, that when you go towards realism, it might lose some of the memory, like the impression, or the impression that we put into memory. It might not be as useful. In realism, you will have I will do one on the side so you won't see it. Let's think about them. Yeah. This one I'm doing right now, he's popular in America, especially. He's in almost realism, almost extreme realism, not extreme realism, but realism. A video game, you might recognize him if you played a lot of FPS. You might not if you never played video game, especially if you never played video game. So who's that? He has a silhouette very dynamic, so it is like against the rule of realism a bit. But if I remove its halo, so you can see that he has the idea of not so much boring silhouette, not so much stylized neither. But I don't see it. I might be not recognizing him. So a bit like Samus. Samus is more recognizable, is more stylized. I could maybe recognize her, but you understand the point, I hope. But Samus is similar in some kind of way to. It looks a bit similar, and less stylized. So that's one of the points I need to put before going further. And now, how do you do that? So what I do, I do some kind of similar board. You can use Krita, since if you haven't installed Sprite, which I so this is my way of doing it. I'm doing a couple of silhouettes. This one I kept it short, but usually I do many silhouettes. This is a rare. Okay, a rare. Rare way. I usually don't do only one picture or a few. It's just that I knew that I wanted to go in this direction, but I was not there. I might have been tired a bit this day, so I will show you other way I did it. I'm going to. I don't remember if I do. I have it there. I hate forgetting on what. Where do I have my portfolio? I think it's on the other one. Yeah. So it's on Facebook. Is it? Close that. Let me be free. Let me be likes. This is my likes. That's not it. Oh, the old robots. The old likes. They are probably when I did this, the AI didn't exist. The generative AI didn't exist, so I feel like it's old stuff. Oh, this is my library. I need to not forget that I have a lot of brushes there. I think I still have them in my computer. Portfolio. So this is how I do it usually. Start with silhouettes. Maybe this one has some. So you start with a lot of silhouette. Not on my, I want to preview. So I start with a lot of silhouette, and you need to do as much as you can. Of course, you will end up being tired at some point, and then once you have finished, you need to show it to people, like in forums or in Facebook groups, and give them like a column A, B, C, D, E, and a number, so they can tell you which one they prefer. And then the rows would be the number, the column would be the letters. So when I've done this, I gone with this one, and I think even after the votes, I'm not sure I picked the one people vote, but I wanted so much to do him. I have it on there. So this was the result. View on website. So it was the result. It's some kind of memorable. Of course, it doesn't look like this. I picked other parts. I think I made it a bit different. I could have stayed with it. There are other that are interesting, but you understand the principle. So next, this one I was doing a project with people at my work. And they wanted like enemies in their game. I think I don't remember. I think it was a game jam or something. And then yeah, I had to do like 3 kind of, or I don't remember exactly. But you see the silhouette are very dynamic. They are not. They have different details. I usually don't like breaking symmetry. Sometimes I will, like this one, the symmetry is broken. But I prefer like slight symmetry. I don't like when one side is too different from the other. I feel like it's a bit like a cliche or something, like a beginner's thing. I like when it's light and it's well placed, well thought out. And this one is a hold one. I did it at school for. Yeah, I did it at school for our game or character design, I don't remember. And you can see that at this moment, my drawing skill changed right away from this to a new style. And I started like I think maybe someone give me an advice, or I saw an advice on a video on how to paint, and then from then on I was better. I was just more comfortable with my strokes. So you can see that those silhouettes were my first ones. They are not so stylized, but even if they are not, the interior is telling a story. So this one was for the game in at my 3D modeling school. The last game at the end was called Dystopy. You can find it on Steam. It's free, but I think it's a bit buggy. I didn't remember that I did the concept art for the character. I did the guards in 3D. I think I went for something like this, and I did the girl. I picked this one, I think, or something like a mix of this one and this one. This was made by, I did the concept art, but the last version was, I think it was made by my friend Mike, and he did the 3D modeling. We were the two character artists. So, and then this one was cool. I see this a lot now. It's like the spirit forest spirit being. I know that there is a old myth in Europe or something like the animal spirit. Rob Horn. I don't remember his name. Maybe I will. Animal spirit or spirit horn forest spirit. Yeah. Cernunnos. This is the name. Cernunnos. And I see a lot of concept art these days, exactly like the one I did there. And view in website. So this one I did not a lot of silhouette, but you can see that my idea went from different perspectives, different design. So how to do this? As I said, one way that helped me a lot, it was to stop, as I shown you here in this. I closed it. No, the one where I changed my style. This one. I stopped like putting opacity on my brushes, and then my brush was more confident. I don't remember if it's a friend of my class that gave me this trick or in a video I saw. It could be both, just being repeated the same thing. I started trying it, but yeah, I will try to show you how to do this. So let's get pure ref. Go get pure ref. There, download. It's free. Personal. Windows. I already have it. And then we will put our Pinterest in there. And the other AI stuff. Is my chat active? Hi everyone. Hi Twitch. Hello everyone. So go to your pins. First thing first, I will also eventually check the this, so not so much first thing first. We will study the structure later. What we can do now, I think I would do the robot, because the French guy who asked me. No, I will keep this for the French live, for the French guy who is making, asking me advices. We could do the guards, which might be fun to do. So you would now open all of your pictures. Check if you are not inspired, like details like this can be good to add. Everything like what he's wearing, we will need to find more reference and photographic reference specifically. So this one looks good. Yeah. Let's have like small parts that we can add. Okay. I like the belt. Let's go with this. I don't want to... of course, you can take the time that you need. Okay, so we will save them in our usual file, the one for your project. Mine is Driven Game Project, we have Art Department, Concept Art, and then this one would be the cards. Oh my god. Art. Okay, I don't understand why my Explorer is laggy. I need to check. We need to make a checkup right now. So if you please be patient. Windows on Explorer. Slow. Ay. My ears. Okay, so next, this one is picked. Is close. Save, close. Save, close. Let's see if we can't have a. I like the punch though, even though it's not the good era. Let's see if we can have a better guard things. I think this one can be good. This one. Okay. So there are many little details. This is interesting. Don't like the top hat for a guard. It's not so much guard. Maybe more round thing. This one max. Yeah, I would go with this one for now. I already have another, but we will do many silhouettes, so this one is already in my stack. This one is not so much. It looks like a French Canadian old 1830 fighter, or Russian, since it's Russian, but we have similar apparel in French Canada, in Quebec. If you look like pour des bois, coureur des bois costume. You see it looks a bit similar, like with the on the we say at took the head cover. Took where we have a ceinture fléchée. Ceinture fléchée. This was the belt, like a semi-native, semi-European belt that we wore. this is really French Canadian, and my one of my great ancestor did a painting with this painting. He did this one. He was like he draw court. This is the guy who is the grandfather of my mother, I think, something like that, or grandfather of the father of my mother. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, he did this. The old guy in the war in 1937 against the English, and then we can see Saint-Sur-Fléchy. So it makes me think of that. This kind of onesie, but he doesn't wear a onesie, but it's more like this one, because it's a coat, a manteau, winter coat, manteau d'hiver. So this was my ancestor. Don't know if he looks like me. Maybe a bit. Okay, so elbow. Oh, I already have this one. This is not so much in the era, but it can give some kind of inspiration. Gloves, it's a bit dark. I don't know what is going on. This one is better. One, two. Could be interesting. Oh, this one is cool. I guess like since they are guards, they might not wear like a full plate because it's a bit hot for just doing roaming the prison. I would guess like guard would be more light, have more like light wears. So the more you have, the more you can like input into the silhouettes without trying too hard to find ideas. This can be a good silhouette thing, but I feel like it's a bit cliche. One cliche I've seen very often and I heard being a cliche too, it is the bandana and bandage. In 3D modeling, character 3D modeling, this is like the one of the biggest cliche. So try to avoid this. I've seen everyone, I did it myself. Everyone who start doing 3D modeling, character 3D modeling, they do like they select the skin and then they extrude, and it's one of the first thing everyone does. And bandage and band and tape. How do we call this? Fighting bandage. Yeah, more like this. It's very cliche. Another cliche is the hexagon plants. Let's see. Like when you do sci-fi, you go with the I did it. I did this cliche too in my teacher character, lead character in was a lead character at the time in EA game, and then he said to me, "This is cliche." Hexagon pattern. Hexagon pattern clothes. Let's see if we can find this now. Sci-fi, yeah, this is sci-fi cliche. This pattern, like army, we did army this way to break the cliche. But now it's a cliche, so I would say avoid it. Army hexagon pattern, this one, because it reminds the carbon structure. The carbon structure, and when you have a carbon armor, there is the link in the mind of people, and also other pattern of other elements. So avoid this for sci-fi. It can be cool on historical thing. More like this a bit. So yeah, we have a lot of cool stuff like Assassin's Creed, but it's too much for me. It's not the style. I try to avoid like falling into Assassin's Creed stuff if you can. It's appealing stuff, but it's not. You can find better. I'm not copying. This is cool. So a lot of when it's like realism, you see the silhouette is not very dynamic, but the details are telling a story, are telling enough of a story. So I guess I would go with that. I did take this one, I think. No. Did I take this one? No. I might have a couple of doubles. Just want to see other. This is cool, but yeah, it might be too cool to be a guard. The guard is cooler than the hero. Okay, I guess I will skip this one. It's not so appealing. I already have this one too. It's not so much. It's so appealing. I remember wanting to add maybe if the development goes well, I might add different characters, and I wanted to add Vaquero. It's the cowboy before the cowboy, the ancestors of the cowboys. Vaquero. It didn't look like this. It was more traditional Latino stuff. It didn't look like this. So Pinterest is not so precise. Yeah, it's more like something like this. Yeah. Oh yeah, more like this. Vaquero. Okay. Yeah, it's more something like this. And hat like this. But it would be like a character, unique character in the team. This is when you get bullied on the internet, you show up the muscle on your profile. Okay. What else? What can tell? This one is really cool. Reminds me of Egyptian thing. Tarfield? No. Thor. Okay, I guess we're getting with a lot of stuff right now. We can go on with what we have. I would go more like something similar to this because it's more the era I'm aiming for. So if this one is cool, there's a lot of detail, but I would say don't go for details. It's too much detail, except if you want to showcase like art station stuff, 3D modeling, very odd character, but simplicity sometimes can do a great job, better job even. This is cool. It could be cool. I will keep it. This one or two. It's always like at the end when you are done that you find good stuff. Yeah, I'm going to this era, so more like 7th century, 17th century. Even though it's like exaggerated 17th century already in this picture. Probably like the historian would pick their hair out of their head just by seeing this not accurate historical clothing. But I'm not doing an historical game. It would be very, very, very. It's another universe. It's a similar universe to ours. I'm beginning to wanting. I want to make the hero a cat, like I did with the AI stuff. I might do a cat face because it's don't know a game that do a humanoid cat except Skyrim and Elder Scrolls, who did Kaijit, and there might be other, but as the hero, I guess not, except the cat games. But it won't be a cat game. Already have this. So let's do this now. Let's get on with it. Enough is enough. I won't get the how do you say? We say bûcheron. What is it in English? Woodcutter? Logger? I won't get this logger. Okay. Okay, interest. It's very easy. Pure ref, I mean. Really easy to use. You just go to your folder. Game project. This is a cool tool to go fast to your folder. You can add your folder there. It's called Direct Folder. It's free. One of the first tools I install each time I format my Windows. So art department, concept art, cards, and then you remove the duplicate. Put this into. Oh, I already have the ref open. Do I have chat? People in the chat? No. No one in the chat. So put this into detail mode. Check for the duplicate. Want to be sure. You can put it in size order, that way it's easier to find. No more duplicate, then you select all and you drag and drop everything into this. Then you scroll back You middle mouse click to pan. You control S to save this and save it in the same place. Here we go. And now you can expand it as you want or leave it small because it will overlay. You can set always on top or not, always on bottom. Overlay selection, you can make the background transparent, but making it transparent sometimes is a bit misleading. You can make everything transparent. Rounded corner. Go mouse over. And window border. Canvas. Canvas background. Let's try like Alpha or something like that. That way I know where it is. If you make it completely transparent, sometimes you get lost in what is the pure ref, what is not. So now that you have this set up, you can put it like you want. So first thing first, new file, make it large enough. Your preference, I like it in either this way. I would pick this landscape mode. You don't have to pick the printing size, it's not for printing. Then you create. Beta is free, you can pick beta. There is beta. The other one is I always forget, but I have it on my computer. I think I have it. I have not have it. I might have it. I always forget. It's not $10, but if you want to encourage people doing this software, and buy it for 10. I prefer this one sometimes over the other. I don't remember the name. I used it a lot before, but GIMP. Yeah, GIMP. Then there are others alternative. This one is not free. This one not free. I don't know which one are free in this, but I don't know them much. Or if you want like the more like Photoshop, there's Photopea. It won't paint exactly like Photoshop. It's more like laggy or glitchy because it's in web, but you have the same menu without the AI stuff. Like the filters are the same, many things similar to Photoshop, like adjustment, you have the same thing as in Photoshop. The filters, you have very similar stuff. You can do when you do texture repetition, it's in other offset. You can offset your texture to make them repeatable, like in Photoshop. So, but I will use this. So first thing first, an important thing you need to know. since the silhouette is the base, you need to have it, you need to see your drawing from afar. So it's a principle that I saw many times, repeated by many people, like here Fengzu is telling you the rule of 1, 2, 3 distance. When you are far, you need to start by looking at your drawing for your silhouette from very far away. It needs to look good first, far when you are far away. It will create the basis, the base, like the foundation that you need, and then you go in more detail, closer up in more detail, and then closer up in more detail. And while you are in those phases, you always need to go back, look at your drawing from afar. You need always to put the final result is from afar. People, when they will see your drawing, they will always see it first from afar. Not just it's not just like they will appear in Facebook feed in close up. It means like sometimes we have it in peripheral. We don't look at something, and it will if it's well done, it will attract in the peripheral of the vision. It will make the foundation work for the details, not the other way around. The details will never correct the foundation. So you always need to have a distant look of your drawing. This is something I have a lot of difficulty to apply and learn. So I will help you doing that. So let me remember how we do this cascade. Yeah, so you need to duplicate it with a new view. So I will try to repeat this. You need to put it in cascade mode, just like I did. Where was it? So you need to make a new view too, but I'm trying to find the cascade again. New view. This will duplicate your view, then cascade. Now you have it twice. You can place it where you feel comfortable, and this one will be far away, always. You can lock it, I think, stay on top. And this one will be the close-up. So if you want, you can work in dark instead, and this might not be a good place to put your Pinterest because you have your tools there. So I will try to move it somewhere like this and squeeze it there. That's why people have two monitors in game industry. I had a setup one time. I have like this window on a screen in the back, but it didn't work well. It could have. So this one stay afar. I don't know if I can plug the zoom in this. Please don't do this. So let's do this. I want to work in black, so I will try to find out how to do this. Control A to select all. By you click your background, Control A, select all. There might be a fill something, fill spatial. I don't fill spatial. Fill. So it's blocked here, you need to unlock it. Fill background, the background is the color there. So I will switch this for, let's see, I can fill the foreground. Yeah, foreground. So I would lock it back, go back to the paint, pick white here, switch. Now I can paint. So as you can see, this is too far away. I can remove now the select all. I going there, Control Shift A to deselect. Now you should like make yourself. This is one of the boring issue with the PureRef, is that you always need to think about it. Okay, so I would suggest you to create yourself a utilities folder in your cloud, something like mine is this cloud software, and then create yourself a folder for Krita. I probably have one, yes. And then you have your shortcuts. This is my shortcut. I exported it, but this is very old, 2021. I don't remember what are those shortcuts, so I will create myself a new file. Those are like shortcuts that are in the settings, and I guess I wanted to make it feel like more like Photoshop at that time, but now I have changed some quite a bit, and I'm more eager to learn the Krita shortcut. So I will create a Krita shortcuts. So I would highly suggest you to do the same and open it in Notepad++. Notepad++ will keep them open. So I have many other open right now. I need to put it on my larger screen. So I have other shortcuts and other working files that are not yet done. So hotkeys here in UI and shortcut in ZBrush. Here I have how to use Git, and it's really helpful. I just need to open Notepad++. Everything, all my shortcuts are there. So I would suggest you to get Notepad++ for that reason. So, Krita shortcuts, first one. We get this section would be like selection, and you would like select it the normal like control tab, CTRL A, select all, like let's say 1 to 2 tabs. It would be the description, select all, and then control Shift A. Okay, we will need another tab. It will be unselect. Then you go as soon as you learn a new shortcut, you keep Notepad++ open, and then you add it. So I'm not used to paint with my mouse, but since you are a beginner, you don't have a tablet, I will try to support you by not plugging in my tablet. Can we fake pen pressure? Let's see if we can fake pen pressure beta. Fake pen pressure beta. How to turn off? No. Exure? No. How to fake? How to simulate? How simulate fake pen pressure. To simulate pen pressure, you can enable pen pressure and the no. Nope. I don't think AI knows open beta configure beta. Well, maybe he knows. Restart beta. Tablet setting. How to enable pen pressure? No, it's not that. Not that neither. Not that. Wait, yes, more like that. You might want to post this in the official Krita forum. That's where. Thanks for the suggestion. Okay, let's see what the AI says. Open Krita, go to the setting, select the tablet setting, choose Windows 8 pointer input, Windows Ink. Okay, complete restart Krita. Okay, let's save this file first. Save as. Go to your folder where you, not the one you have your Pinterest thing. Go back to concept art. Yes. Guard. Yes. Okay, put it in there. I don't like it to be in the same folder. So what I would do, I would since they are not using relative path, I think it's all saved in let's try it. Save. Now I would do reference folder, references, select all. I would like to keep pureref at the root, at least unless it is cumbersome, but it's easier to understand that I have one when it's been like 3 months since I wouldn't have opened this file. So I would save as the 001. Best way to iterate. Silhouette. Is it? I'm a bit forgetful. A bit forgetful. I forgot how silhouette is written. Silhouette. Okay. Okay. I don't like this resize. Let's see pure ref if it's still open. Yes, still find the photo. Okay, and then let's do what the AI says. Unless I closed it. Okay, open Krita, go to setting, configure Krita. Setting, configure Krita. Select tablet setting. Oh yeah, I wonder if there is a way to always on top of Krita. Always on top. Overlay selection. Control Y. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Control Y. Okay, I will keep always on top. You can lock the window if you want to avoid moving it, but it's really enraging when you want to move it and it's locked. So, tablet settings, he says. Select tablet settings. Use Windows 8 plus pointer input Windows Ink. This. Okay, confirm. Restart Krita. What? Krita. Krita. Go to settings. Configure toolbar. Select main toolbar Krita. Main toolbar Krita. There is no. Oh, it's there. Find use pen pressure or pen pressure usage. Use pen pressure. In the left hand, move it to current action by clicking the right arrow on the arrow pad. Move it to the click OK to apply. Enable the pen tip icon to use pen pressure. Restart Krita. Restart Krita. So that's what I was thinking. Krita, the AI told me how to set up pen pressure if you have a tablet, not if you want to simulate. Let's add simulate pen pressure Krita, pen pressure with a mouse. It's really hard to simulate. It would be hard to create a fake, only like it would be possible by how long you hold the mouse. What is it? This one. So, beginner question: pressure by size with mouse. I started using Krita, and I was wondering how to set pressure by size with when using the mouse. I tried messing with the setting, but every time I tested, out a custom-made brush. The size of the line remained the same beginning to end. Is there a setting to fix this, or does pressure by slides only apply to with pen? Someone says only with stylus. Mouse don't come with pressure sensitivity. And someone says it depends on what you mean by pressure. Stylus pressure is used in different brushes to create different effects, but playing with the brush's speed, time, and distance property can help you achieve similar effect with mouse. Example. The other way is using vector graphic programs like Inkscape and Illustrator help you achieve the same effect using the mouse. How did you customize the brush to create speed line? From example. Okay, the guy gives for a couple example of settings. Speed. So I will try to make these settings. So we say click there first. 2. Speed. It's an old version. In his example, I don't see speed. It's in flow. There is no flow. In flow there is size ratio. So it would be, speed would be there. No, it's not there. You click size and then speed is there. So 3 it would be pressure, 4 it would be this and this. So let's see what it does. Doesn't seem to work. Let's make it more pronounced, maybe. Okay, nothing more than that. It's shift and drag it resize. So let's go brush, shift, drag, 1, 2, 3, resize. Whoops, I'm not dyslexic. My brain is. My muscle memory is dyslexic. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. He has some other settings like rotation and scatter, which I guess won't work either. So no, not this, not this. Fade. Yeah, it's impossible. Let's try it anyway. Let's remove this, create a new one, delete the previous one, and then let's try at least for one silhouette or something. Where is my pure red? Where is my cascade? New view. Cascade. Unselect Shift A. Control Shift A. Control Shift A. Always on top. Can I save this workspace? New workspace. RAM. Okay. Windows. Is there other save? So I would go to RAM there. If I click like Big Paint, it does that. If I go and click RAM, yes, it kept it. So now here I can go closer, and then we can bring our always on top here. Hey. So right click, change, it would change. I hate other. I could live on when I was younger. I did like downloaded a lot of brushes, but now I'm old. I don't want trouble. I keep the same thing. It does. It gives us a specific style. So let's keep with that. We can like maybe do a small. Let's try it. A small. Where is it? Tip. Yes. A small, not spacing. Fade. Oh, they can do like separate. How do we separate them? Let's do like a very slight. Then we can pick in between. So control to pick color. It's not light enough. I hate the fact that it gets smaller when I click. I think it's the speed something maybe, which we don't need because it's the fade. Because we don't have pen pressure. Now we can pick in between other shade. And then what I would say, what I did often was let's create a new and then just pick the color before. What I did often was okay, no, I'm still used to Photoshop. What was the shift drag? Shift click, left click drag. Shift left click. You can put like plus in between. That can help. remove mode, then put this another way. So shift click drag. What I did really often was I usually do it in black and white, but I will just for the fun do it in orange, just for the fun, just to change the scenery. And I will drag this a bit down. So what I did often was to do different shades. That's how I start most of them, and then I will try to have my enough difference to notice. So this is too much. Let's enlarge it. You can also like opacity this down, but you don't want to have a blurry thing. Just to have them spread away enough. Like this, and then you do your later on you will do the step. You'll go back to full, and then you do distinct step between shade, distinct steps. This might be too different. This is not different enough. So you have your different steps. This one is too sharp to my liking. Okay, let's do with that. So we will do like the silhouette first. I would need something a bit darker. A bit more dark. A bit darker. Oh, it's not working anymore. Oh, I need to hold the click. Okay, I will go with this one. Okay, I will try like the first. a bit of the first. Oh, it's not the same without the stylus, but just to be encouraging with you, don't buy a tablet. It might be a fade, might be just a phase that you would like to try. Don't spend too much money. I want it to be a bit darker. Because I will do the detail, more lighter detail. So it's important. Now we can see the silhouette much in this, because it's too dark. It's not a good start. Let's try to find the one we can see just for the silhouette. Just for the base. Okay, I like the triangle the head does there. I like this coat that goes like 2 lines there, like that, and 2 lines, shorter lines in the back. What else? I like the belt, which is very high in his on his waist, and the knees, the toe is on above his knees. So we would like to do the knees there. Try to avoid overlapping some details. It can be chaotic for the eyes of the viewer. So we already start to have something, and then you can see there it would break the silhouette, which I don't like, the bell shape silhouette there. We can break it more, make it a bit more dynamic. So go back just to have, and then if you feel like it's too close to the side, you need space, you can select, and the select button would be this one, Control R. So you would do, it's a square selection. CTR. Ay. Rectangle selection, something like that. No, not resize. Selection. And then, okay, who's talking to me like that? Okay, it's an old installation. Oh damn, sorry for that. Okay, so is there anyone in the chat? Is there anyone in the chat? No one. Hey. No one in the chat. So rectangle selection is Control R. Let's try it. Let's do this, and there will be like the usual, like Control X to cut, Control V. I won't write them because they are in every software. You can also Control T. This one is in Photoshop. You press Shift to make it while you move Shift, it will resize both. It will keep the ratio of the picture. You can make it smaller if you want to. It doesn't lose a lot of detail, but you can see it's pixelated there. I might want it less pixelated. So confirm by pressing enter, I would guess. Yes. Control Shift A to deselect. So let's continue. I like the first base in the sense that I might find other idea. So what you can do is Control R again, Control C, Control V, and then the move a layer, it's T, and then you, so T is a new one to me, so I would like layer section, Control T, T. Wait a minute. So it would be T. Okay, only T. It's not Control T. It's only T. Move a layer. And I want it as a description. T. So I can find other idea based on this structure. Control Shift A to deselect, Control T to move, so I already moved. This one, is there a way to pick a layer like in Photoshop? Let's find it. It's an important one. Rita, pick a layer. Press R and click on an area with some pixel. R, click R, click. You see, it picks the right one. This is very important in Photoshop. I think it was Alt. It's been a while. So R plus click clock. Click a pixel. Select layer in picture in viewport. So that will be all for tonight. I will continue this in the French stream. We'll take a break. If you want to follow up, you can go to the French stream, but it will be in French. So thank you for watching, and if you want to support me, there is a link to my Patreon in the description, and YouTube. There is a platform for tipping. You can tip me a little bit of money. Also, I'm giving free on Gumroad my documentation for game developers who wants to use Ava the documentation for their game. It's a framework which makes build a navigation system for people that are not very tech savvy in your team, like the artists or level designers. And that will be it. So thank you for watching and see you tomorrow.